Hello, everyone. We are on number 2 of Where's My Tie from the Idaho State University Business Professionals of America College of Education chapter. I'm Taryn Torix. I am the podcast host for this podcast, and let's meet the team.
I'm Brayden. I'm just here in the background trying to help him out.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Roth and I'm president of the BPA chapter of ISU.
Oh wow. Go Cameron. He told his whole thing. I am the vice president of BPA, so that's kind of why me and Cameron are on here, because we're the officers in BPA, but Taryn's just here helping us out.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm a full-time family and consumer sciences teacher, and I just started this fall in that role. So I was previously a BPA officer, but now I'm not. But you probably heard that from the last podcast. So welcome back if you're a returning member, and welcome if you're a new member watching, listening. You're listening to this because you can't see us, but I can see us.
Okay, what should we talk about now? Should we talk about some old stuff about BPA? Should we talk about BPA? Should we dive into what BPA is a little more?
I think we should talk about the elephant in the room. Last podcast, we all thought it was a great idea to do this as a business meeting, but I got shot down with that idea today. Brayden thought that was a terrible idea. So we're gonna do this as like a chill, laid back podcast. Isn't that right, Cameron?
I think that would be a better way to go about this.
Yeah, so people just
If
don't
you
like my
want,
ideas.
Taryn, we could talk or ask the viewers what we should do. Do they
Yeah.
want to hear a business meeting, or do they just want to lay back and talk about whatever? So, viewers, comment on this video or email someone in BPA at ISU. Just let us know if you want a business meeting or just laid back. Okay? Sound good? Sound good, Taryn?
Yeah, but viewers, if you're listening, I really think we should do this as a business meeting because we are BPA and we love business. So, as host of this podcast, I call this podcast to order. That's the gavel sound because we don't
You
have
need
a
to
real
get a
one.
gavel then.
I
Good
do.
old
I don't.
parliamentary procedure.
We love Parley Pro. When was that founded, Cameron?
I don't know. Give me 2 seconds.
I was thinking we would make a joke out of it, but I didn't have anything to go after that with. So,
Okay. I mean, I can still look it up because now I'm curious.
yeah. Okay, let's make our guesses. In the comments, if you have a guess when Parley Pro was invented or founded, let us know. Brayden, what's your guess?
I have no clue. 1700s. I don't know.
I'm thinking like 1824.
That's pretty specific.
Isn't that when? No, never mind. I would sound really stupid saying that. I was gonna say if that was when the Civil War was, but I don't know.
History, woohoo. None of us are history, I don't think, so it's great.
No, exactly. Don't fact check us on that.
Are you guys ready to hear this?
Yes.
So I will start off that Brayden is the closest.
Ooh, for me.
So this is in the 1560s, Sir Thomas Smith began the process of writing down accepted procedures and published a book about them for a House of Commons.
Wow.
In the 16th and 17th century, the parliaments of England began to adopt them. So that's about when they really started to be called parliamentary procedure.
When did it come to BPA? Like, was it original to BPA when we first opened our doors to success?
Do you want the real answer or do you want me to make one up?
I feel like both of them will be slightly made up.
I believe it started when BPA first came along.
That's what I figured. BPA's been around a long time and I love this organization. I only did it 1 year in high school and I should have done it for 4 years. I absolutely love this.
So now I was curious about when BPA was founded. So I looked
I
it up.
should know this. I don't know it though.
Oh,
1966.
I was going to say in 2015 or 16 they had their 50-year anniversary.
Yeah. So 1966, it was originally the Office Education Association. And then it changed to BPA and then was founded. So that's interesting.
For
Huh.
anyone who's wanting to become a state or national officer or just want to do the Merit Scholar test, that's something you do have to know. That is on the test.
That's what I was
See,
like,
we're
that
helping people
that
out already.
sounds familiar. Yeah, we are helping people, Braden.
Look at
We're
us
bestowing
go.
knowledge.
What else about BPA can we talk about to help random people?
Ooh, I was on the what was it called? The town hall last night for it for
There
BPA
was
that
a
was held
town
by the
hall
national.
yesterday.
Yep, there was held by the national officers. One big thing that they announced that I thought was pretty interesting was that they're changing one of the torch categories for the torch award system.
What's it? Can you tell us, or is it a
Um,
secret?
I can. It's not like a huge thing. They just changed the name, but they changed patriotism to citizenship.
I feel like that's a positive thing because it doesn't. It also includes patriotism, but it includes being loyal,
Hmm
having loyalty.
I mean, so does patriotism. Being a patriot means that you have pride in your country, but I
That's
do, you're
true.
not, yeah, I do see what the others about changing it to citizenship.
It's more inclusive. It's more inclusive.
Um, and another thing that they did announce last night is that they're opening a lot more resources to help chapters and their members. And they're trying to do a monthly town hall as well and quarterly newsletter to see what's coming up, what are some updates, what are the national officers up to right now.
That's really cool. I definitely know that the national staff is like amazing, and I know a lot of them through obviously I know them from BPA, but I have worked with them at national conferences, and I definitely think they're really fabulous, and they're just doing a lot, and they're listening to the members and chapters and seeing what they need, and I really just want to applaud them for supporting the members like us.
Oh, and this also thought of this. Sheila Morris had also announced that all deadlines, instead of being due at 11:59 p.m., deadlines are now set at 5 p.m., whichever day that they'll be on. So that's also one
That's
thing that people should keep in
interesting.
mind.
Important information right there.
And won't that change our, because 11:59 wasn't our 11:59 because it was
Um,
in, wasn't, or am I making that up? Maybe it was, I don't, okay, I'll
I
stop talking.
BPA always tend to go by Eastern Standard Time. Um, so I'm honestly not sure if it's Standard Time or the time that you're at.
But I think it makes sense to be 5 p.m. or in the evening. But I also know that I know I've stayed up until like 10 o'clock trying to turn, or not, maybe it wasn't 10, it was 9, trying to get something uploaded or whatever. But that will just force me to plan ahead. And actually, my BPA advisor in high school, she always set deadlines like a week before they were actually due, but she wouldn't tell us that she set them a week before. So we would have time when she knew that we wouldn't get it done. She knew that she had time to turn our stuff in, and that was really helpful.
Reverse psychology.
I know, and no one would know it. and it was just crazy, but I liked it. She was Brenda, if you're listening, you're probably not listening, but Brenda Menahan, if you are listening to this, you are like a rock star.
That's awesome. I would definitely teach that way because then people who things in late aren't actually late. I like that idea.
But don't tell them. Tell them that they're
Yeah.
late because you know what I mean? Then the next time they'll hopefully get it in before. But that's something I'll do with my FCCLA members in my classroom.
Well, that also teaches them to have things in on time. So even like if it's not technically on time, but that it still teaches them that sense of getting things done on time. So I like that. That's awesome.
Look at us go. We are awesome sauce.
So I looked up where BPA headquarters is, the national office. It's in Ohio. So isn't that probably Eastern?
Isn't like 1414 Cleveland Street in Columbus,
I think
Ohio?
so.
Isn't it
Yes, I think so.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? Or what is that?
Isn't that the White House?
Is it? Oh my gosh. I feel stupid now.
Well,
Okay, yes, I just looked up. Yes, it is the White House.
good job.
I love
Oh, yeah, so
BPA, but
Columbus,
it's
Ohio.
not that
So is
amazing.
Columbus, sorry, I'm talking over here. But is Columbus,
No, and
Ohio
I'm talking
Eastern
over
time?
you.
It's Eastern. They are 2 hours ahead of us. My dad lives in Ohio.
Perfect.
Where does he live?
So
Does
now
he live at the BPA national headquarters?
No, he's central northern. He's outside of Akron, which is like an hour south of Cleveland.
Wow. I didn't know that. Where do you live?
I live in Idaho Falls.
where do you live, Taryn?
I live in Montana, Billings, Montana. You know what? I want to live somewhere else one day. I will, obviously, but I want to. Like Ohio. Who doesn't want to go to Ohio?
I want to live in Wyoming.
Wyoming. Why Wyoming?
Wyoming
I
or
love
Georgia?
Wyoming. I like the big open spaces in Wyoming. Like, it's beautiful.
I have an aunt that lives in West Virginia, and she's like 30 minutes away from Washington, D.C., so
Is
pretty
that like
cool.
close? Like, I don't like here, like,
Yes.
oh, I live 30 minutes away. It's like 2 towns away. But like, is that close?
It just depends on where you are. So like 30 minutes away here is like it's a few towns, but it's farther probably than like over there. Did that make sense?
No, but I think I
All depends on
understand.
speed limits.
True. I
So
would
it's like
also
all town, like there's no like breaks, like it's all houses and
in West Virginia, yeah, but then like you just keep driving and it's like you hit 10 towns in the 30-minute time span, so
that's
it's kind of
cool.
completely different than us.
Especially with all their
Interesting.
toll roads, you're always having to wait at the booths, and so that kind of adds some time.
Yeah.
Here.
We
Toll
went to
roads are so stupid. Why do you have to pay to drive on a road?
we went to Vegas. We drove down to Vegas this was a while ago. And we hit some tolls, but it just pictured your license plate. Like we just went through at 50 miles an hour or whatever, and it just took a picture of your license plate, and then we got a bill in the mail. I think that's really cool.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
but then what if you don't want to have to pay that?
Well, you have to.
Well, if you would have known there was a toll road, you would have went a different way then, though. That's the thing.
No, because that's toll roads are the straight shot to wherever you're going. So
Yes,
I
but
would
why would you want to pay so much to drive on a road? Like when we were in West Virginia, we got on a toll road, and by the time we would have gotten off the toll road, it would have been like $200. just to
Okay,
drive on the
that
toll road.
seems like a lot. But then you get, if you're driving on that like every day, then you get like an easy pass and you just,
Well, yeah,
I don't
but if
know.
you're a tourist, then it's completely different and it's stupid.
Then you should go around the toll. You should avoid the toll roads. But I
We
feel like when
did.
we were going to Vegas, it was it was way quicker to go on the toll road. But it wasn't like $200. It was
Well, yeah.
cheaper.
But this toll road, we got off, and it was only like a buck when we got off because we barely realized it. And then we went on these back roads in Virginia, and we found the crash site of the other plane that was going to, like, on 9/11, the crash site that was like in the
Oh,
random field. So it was really cool to actually just like stumble upon that.
Is there like a monument there?
Yeah. We didn't go see it, but we just like drove by it.
I went to the ground zero in New York where the two twin towers were, and that was like
mhm,
powerful. Like,
it
holy
is.
cow.
I love at the 9/11 museum just how quiet it is. Just no one's making loud noises. It's just quiet.
Yeah. That goes with our patriotism torch. Nope, not patriotism anymore. Citizenship torch award category. Doing something, I don't know the exact wording. It's like visiting a monument. Okay, maybe I'm making that up. It's something that you have to go, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
visiting
it's
like a monument or something, or like a
mhm.
national landmark, or
So I do have the address for the national headquarters up. I was right that is in Columbus, Ohio, but I was wrong about the specific address. It is 700 Morris Road. Oh, sweet. It said STE. It's like, what is that? That's not street. The STE 201. Suite 201. So that's another thing
Is that named after Sheila Morris?
It's Morse, not Morris. It's
Oh,
Morse.
I knew that.
She has Moris.
Huh,
They do sound similar. They do sound similar.
they do.
interesting.
But that's another thing you need to know for the marriage color test.
Boom. What else can we talk about to help them out with the test?
I know we can talk about the BPA colors and what they mean.
Yes. Do we
Let's
have a
see.
flower in BPA?
A flower?
Flower?
Like a organization flower. Like in FCCLA, we have a red rose.
I don't
Oh, no.
think so.
Well, I think we should do that. Wouldn't that be fun? I love fresh flowers. We could get some tiger lilies. I don't know. That's dumb. Okay, please forget I said that.
I do know we have the torch emblem. Okay.
I like flowers, like an animal. That would be fun. Like a state, like every state, like we have a state tree in Montana. It's the ponderosa pine. Like, what if we had a tree? Is that dumb?
I don't know.
We could totally do that. Just like come up with one and then like make it so like everybody notices it, and then maybe we could get like national BPA to have a tree for I don't
Like
know.
something like
Yeah.
that.
We can get Tavin behind on this and he would be able to help us.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
all
feel
the
like
way.
just like a symbol, like we do have that torch emblem, but like something like, I don't know, that we could give, I don't know, like give our
Kind of like
officers.
a friendship poppy that veterans will give out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we can't steal the poppy.
I know that.
Or like a leaf of some sort, like giving out like a leaf or
Leaf.
something. Okay, fine, then a flower.
But like I could go grab a leaf from the courtyard right outside my classroom. Like,
Well, you would have the like a certain tree and then the leaf from that tree, or like you could have a certain flower and then like a leaf from the flower or like the petals from the flower or something.
We want to support responsible forestation.
Have you guys the Indian paintbrush flower? That just made me think of the Indian paintbrush flower. Have you ever seen one of those?
What
I've
is
only
it?
seen
Is it a
pictures of it.
wildflower?
Yeah, it's a wildflower. There's a ton up in like so where I live in Twin Falls. There's called the South Hills, and you can go up there during the summer, and there's a ton of Indian paintbrushes.
That's cool. I feel like I've seen them before.
Aren't they parasitic? They
I
like steal
think
nutrients from
so.
other plants.
Yeah, because like that'll be like the only flower that you see for miles, and like I mean, there's other bushes, but like there's no other flowers except for like Indian paintbrushes.
Are they like on the side of the road or like are they planted like fields?
It's well, they're not planted. They're just like started growing, and then they just like take over everything.
They're a species of wildflower.
Are
Yeah.
they poisonous like poison ivy?
Anyways, that was just a random thought because you were talking about flowers. So
All right, so Braden, can you tell me what the BPA colors are?
well, red and
It's
blue. I can tell you the colors. Well, I don't like not the necessary like. Okay, I don't know the like specific colors, but I know what that looks like. I have a cords
Tan is
right
in
here that I
there.
just looked at.
yeah, so there's navy blue, tan, and red. Let's see. The navy blue signifies the success achieved through leadership and professionalism. I don't know why that was so hard to get out. Tan represents the bountiful fields of opportunity in America, and red symbolizes the friendship obtained through devotion and teamwork in our organization.
I always feel inspired whenever I hear the color tan, like in non-BPA context, because I'm like, tan just signifies the bountiful fields that we go through in BPA, and all of our school walls in my classroom are tan. So like, I don't know, I always just feel inspired. Braden, do you feel that way?
I've never really looked at it like that, but yeah, because there's a lot more tan than you think, and so it's just like once you know like what tan means, then it's inspiring actually. That's actually see, I didn't know what the BPA colors necessarily were. I've just like seen them and then I didn't really know the
Hmm.
meanings. So hey, look at me go learning new things, even though I've been in BPA for over a year.
That's okay. Braden, how
It's fun.
did you
We all start
first join
somewhere.
BPA?
I first joined because of one of the classes I was taking at ISU. The 3341, which is you have to be in a CTSO, so I picked BPA.
Are you glad you picked us?
I am. I
So
really like BPA so far.
you made the best decision possible.
I
The
had
the
a
others are
converse
good, but let's be real
I
here. We're top tier.
I had a like a very heated conversation the other day with so I've told quite a bit of people before, but I'm an assistant scoutmaster, and so with one of my scouts, he's in FFA, and so I had a heated conversation about which CTSO is better, and it really didn't end with either one of us agreeing to the other. So
I would have the same thing with one of my old roommates. He was in FCCLA, and we would always just have these slight comments towards each other about why our organization is better.
So I feel torn because I'm an FCCLA advisor in my role as a family and consumer sciences teacher. And I really love FCCLA, but I also love BPA for like different reasons. Like they're both so valuable, but like it's really hard. If I had to pick one, I don't know which one I would pick.
well, that's the thing. There's so many different organizations that you can be a part of, and each of them gives you so many different things. So it's just like you said, it's hard to really pick one because you can be in so many organizations and learn so many things.
I'm looking up tree meanings. I'm
Oh,
figuring out what our tree will be.
Ooh.
could that be something we do with like Idaho? Can we like, I don't know the rules, like I don't know what we would have to go through, but like I feel like we could do something in Idaho for like something that's native to Idaho. What if all states had their own tree? Like states like us in Montana, we like our state, not our state BPA, but our state has a tree.
Yeah.
Let me see if Idaho has one. I know they have a flower which is the syringa.
A syringa? What is a syringa?
It's a little white flower. They grow in bushes, but
Why do you
let's
know
see.
this?
Because
Our
in
state
second grade we had a whole thing about what are the state deals are, like the state bird, the state gem.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember in elementary school we did that. I think I did that in third
Oh,
grade for
I know
me.
this. I knew this one. Now that I see it, the Idaho state tree is the western white pine.
Yep.
You did not know that, Braden. You're just agreeing with him.
I did. So just like Cam said, we learned this in school, and I learned this, and I remember that.
That's also how I
I guess
remember
I guess it might have
Ponderosa
been like fourth
Pine.
grade. It was either second or fourth grade, but one of those. I remember my teacher gave us little pages to color in the pictures of each of the different things, and yeah.
Our state bird is the mountain bluebird. Our state fruit is a wild huckleberry.
What do we have a state fruit in Montana?
I don't know. Look it up.
Montana
We
state
did
fruit.
Idaho, not Montana.
Ours
Yeah,
is the mighty huckleberry.
the mighty huckleberry.
The
Wow.
mighty.
And this was like recently. This was just enacted. It says the governor did it in May. So like this has not been that for a long time.
Dang Montanan people trying to copy us Idahoans.
That's interesting. And he asked a group of students, it says, at an elementary school. And that makes sense. I love huckleberry.
Huckleberry's so good.
But then when I talk to people like not from here, they're like, what's huckleberry? I'm like, how do you not know? But I forget
What?
that like we're like they are in a totally different like zone. Like they have their own stuff
Yeah.
that we don't have.
Well, it's like Georgia. Georgia doesn't have that, and I have an aunt that used to be from Idaho, and now she lives in Georgia, and she never gets huckleberry stuff.
They have peaches. I love peaches.
Peaches are good.
Does Montana have fry sauce?
Yes.
So see, like
Yes.
that, Georgia doesn't have fry sauce. So we went on a trip back to Georgia, and we asked for fry sauce at one of the places, and the lady looked at us like we were stupid. So it's great.
No, and then I just make it with mayonnaise and ketchup. I actually just did a little mini lesson for a bell ringer, and I said, what's your favorite kind of sauce? And we went through like all the class said their favorites, and then a kid was like fry sauce. And some other kids are like, what's fry sauce? I'm like, what? How do you not know what fry sauce is?
That's
But now it
crazy.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But you gotta put a little bit of pickle juice in it with the ketchup and the mayo.
Really?
Makes it so
Pickle
good.
juice?
Yeah.
I've
My
never had pickle juice.
My grandparents had a cafe out in Mud Lake, and we would put pickle juice when we make our fry sauce.
That's crazy. I've never known that
It's
before.
so good. It's
Interesting.
so good.
My mom usually always puts garlic salt in our fry sauce. I've always liked putting barbecue sauce in it as well.
You see, I always
Interesting.
like a fry sauce that has a zing to it, like putting barbecue sauce or chipotle or steak seasoning, stuff like that.
See, I like jalapeno like fry sauce. That's my favorite. Amazing. How did we get on sauces? Okay.
It started out with trees.
We have a state fish. Taryn, do you have a state fish?
I feel like we do. It's okay. Let me guess. Mine's gonna be a northern pike. I don't know my fish.
Ours is a cutthroat trout.
Ours is a cutthroat trout. Why are they the
Wow.
same?
Wow.
Can they be the same?
Yeah.
Yes,
Our
ours is
state gem
also a
is the star
cutthroat trout.
garnet.
Ours is an agate, a Montana agate. State gem?
What makes
I
an
don't think we have
agate
a
a
gem.
Montana agate?
I don't know. It says the sapphire and the
Montana.
Montana agate. Like you break it open and it's like a bunch of different colors and shiny and get them in caves.
I know what an agate is. It's just what makes it Montana.
They're from Montana. Like,
Fair enough.
that's just how it rolls. What else do we have in the state?
We have a state motto. Do you have a state motto?
I feel like everyone has a state motto.
Oh, what is it? I know this one. I know this one.
Ours is Oro y Plata. It stands for gold and silver to refer to the mining industry as well as the period of Spanish rule. And that's on the state flag also. It's the little motto on the bottom.
Have you ever been to a dredge that you're about golden mining and stuff? Have you ever been to a
What's
dredge?
a dredge?
So it's used for mining. So it's like a big boats machine that goes down like a riverbank, like a river, just down the river, and then like it like scoops up all like the rocks and stuff, and then it'll like filter out the golden stuff.
So like a sifter.
More or less. If you ever want to like look it up, it's in like Custer, Idaho. There's a dredge. You can look it up. Anyways, random. Our motto is Esto Perpetua.
What does that
It's
mean?
from the Latin meaning be eternal.
That's inspiring.
Cam, did you know that? Did you remember that?
I did. I feel very stupid that I did forget it.
Our state song is Here We Have Idaho, which I don't think I've ever heard for, but
I don't think I have either.
anyways.
What is its Montana state song? Ours is Montana. Montana, Montana, glory of the West. I sang it in 4th grade.
You know what
10
our
bucks says
sorry, go Cam.
I say 10 bucks says that the Oklahoma state song is a song from the musical Oklahoma.
Is it?
Let's see.
I've like never watched musicals. I just watched High School Musical for the first time like a couple weeks ago. And that's disappointing.
Hey Taryn, do you know what Idaho's state vegetable / food is?
Cucumber.
Really? That's what you think it is? What is Idaho known for?
Huckleberry.
What is Idaho known for?
Arctic Circle. I don't know.
Potatoes.
Oh, that would make sense. We just did a potato cooking like knife skills lesson and yeah, I bought a bunch of potatoes and the cashier thought I was crazy for buying that many potatoes.
Yep. It's from the musical Oklahoma.
When was the musical written? Was it like before the state song was initiated?
I don't know when it was initiated. It says that the song was first performed in 1943. Let's see what I can find. It was made Oklahoma State song in 1953, so a decade later.
Wow.
We have a state raptor, the peregrine falcon.
Like raptor, like dinosaur?
Yeah.
Like bird raptors.
Yeah. We have a state reptile, which is the giant salamander.
Where do those come from?
I have no idea. Our state
Well, we're
dessert
not
is
daddy
huckleberry pie.
salamander. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's why we're not going to be posting this podcast now.
Anyways, we went down that rabbit hole. Okay. Have you ever had potato fudge?
What? No, never.
Cam, have you ever had potato fudge?
I don't think I have. I'm not much of a fudge person.
Anyways, it's pretty much just fudge but made with potatoes.
Can my kids make? We have a bunch of potatoes that we are cutting. Potato fudge. Wow, I just Googled it. Wow. These use instant potatoes, but I'm sure we could make them with real potatoes.
Yeah. It's just a
White-
different like consistency then.
White chocolate, sweetened condensed milk, and potatoes. Does it taste good?
Yeah. It just depends on what flavor you get. What flavor you make.
Can you? Well, that is true. You could change it from white chocolate to like chocolate.
Yeah, but
What
then there's
other?
also like you can do mint. Have you ever had pina colada? Like there's a ton of different types of fudge.
I'm not really a fudge eater like Cameron. I don't go out looking for fudge.
There's this one recipe I found that I would be interested in. It's butterbeer fudge, based off of the butterbeer from Harry Potter.
I've never watched Harry Potter.
Mm. I have watched a couple of them. I have all the movies. I've just never gotten
Oh
into
my
that.
goodness.
No, I
I
never
know that's
have.
terrible. Especially like my cousin, has watched all of the Harry Potter movies and read all the books like multiple times, and I don't know.
I've read the books twice, and I'm a avid fan of the movies.
Wow. Which movie is your favorite? Like, should I start on number one or should I start on a favorite?
You need to go in order.
Okay.
I would say my favorite is either the fourth or fifth one, the Goblet of Fire or the Order of the Phoenix.
Wow. That's inspiring.
Just go do it. Do it.
You sounded
No
so
regrets.
interested, Darren.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not really my thing, but I will. I'll watch at least one for you two.
So, Taryn, have you ever had a Spud bar?
No.
My bars are so good.
What is that?
So it's a candy. It's a chocolate flavored marshmallow dipped in chocolate and then coconut over it.
That
So
sounds
there's
really
no actual
good.
potato in it.
So it's almost like an almond joy, but with marshmallow
Yeah, I would definitely say that's
and no almond.
a good comparison to it.
So
It'd
it's
kind of
not
be
like
more
an
like
almond joy.
mounds.
A mounds, yeah.
Yeah.
I love mounds.
I couldn't
See, I
get
like
to
almond joys.
mounds. I love almond joys.
I love almond joys over mounds, but since I'm allergic to nuts, it's kind of hard to eat those.
You're allergic to nuts?
Yes. I found that
Each one
out
is like playing Russian roulette.
a year and a half ago.
Like,
I just
can
don't
you
eat
eat like peanut butter?
mint. I can eat a little. And as long as it's like with something else, it kind of like dilutes it, kind of. But if I just eat plain like peanut butter it's not
My
very.
favorite snack is peanut butter and apples. Like, I'll bring that to work and just snack on it all day.
You see, I love peanut butter and celery.
I hate peanut butter
Butter
and
celery is
celery.
awesome. Really?
I just not a fan. I love celery and I love peanut butter, but not together.
Interesting.
But it has to be the smooth peanut butter, not the crunchy.
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
crunchy peanut butter. Wow, we really got off on a tangent.
We really got off
We
on the
did.
tangent.
I think this was a really productive podcast, though.
I think it was.
We
See,
kinda
this is like how it needs to go, for sure.
definitely gone completely far away from what we were originally planning.
Yeah, and that's okay sometimes.
So, it kind of sounds like we're kind of gonna end this, maybe?
I don't know how long. I feel like we've been going for like
I
half
don't
an
know.
hour, but I
I think
don't
it's been a
know.
little longer, but I don't know.
I
We
don't.
need to
I
keep track of the time, but
well,
anyways.
I feel
That'd
like
probably be a good
Zoom
idea.
used to tell you an elapsed time, but now I don't think they do.
Anyways. So dark now.
I'm proud of us. We are like superstars. I guess watch for our next one.
Yes. And if you have any comments or anything, comment it. If you want to get in contact with any of us, you can find our information. I have a Google site out there, which is super exciting for BPA. So if you can look at that, you can find our contact information. Just get a hold of someone if you can, if you want to give us ideas or anything. If you want to learn more about BPA, be in BPA, email me especially. I always get back to emails really quickly. So you can email
Braden
me
does
at
not have a life, so
I literally don't. So I do a lot of being online, looking at emails and stuff like that. My email is ulribrae@isu.edu. It's kind of weird. It's part of my last name and first name, so it's weird. But anyways, you can contact me there. You can contact Cameron. He has Cameron Roth at isu.edu. Yeah, contact us if you have any questions, want to be in BPA, want to be on this podcast, anything like that. So that's my little spiel.
Oh, I was gonna say last time I just looked and we had like 36 viewers on
Really?
on the last
Wow.
podcast. So I know 2 of those were my parents. Um one of those was Brenda, our advisor. And our other advisor, Shelby, also was one of those. So we're really looking at about 32. We all probably watched it once, so maybe like 25.
That's still pretty good though, especially for like the first one.
I'm still proud of us. I think that we'll slowly get more. I think that it just takes time and not everyone wants to watch YouTube videos, so I think we're gonna have to figure out how to do something else, but I don't know how to do something else. So that sounds like a Braden problem now.
Yes, I could try to figure out like Spotify because I have Spotify, so I could figure out how to put it on Spotify because I know
Can we
a lot of
like
people like Spotify, but
do we have to like I don't know. I don't know how that all works.
I don't
You'll
know.
have
I
to
will
figure it
look
out.
into that though.
Yes, Braden, look into that. You could barely run a Zoom meeting, but look into that.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shots
Well,
fired over here.
oh, shots
Jeez.
fired.
Oh, Cam, do you have a dad joke?
Oh, yes, I do. This one's great. So, as you know, I'm basically a walk-in economy. My hairline is in a recession, my stomach is always in inflation, and um, these two things bring me into a deep depression.
Oof. Oof.
Just so
Aaron's
people
face
know,
over
my
there
hair
is just like,
actually isn't receding, but It was for the joke.
Wow.
That's actually a really good joke, though.
Braden's hair is receding.
Rude.
Ouch.
Just saying.
Thanks, Taryn. Thanks.
You're
Why are you calling
welcome.
me out tonight? What the heck?
Oh yeah. But he grows a mustache, so it's all good.
My family has very bad hair genetics. Like I am planning on being either bald or gray by 25. So it's great.
Exactly my point.
Great.
Well, you get the hair gene from your mom.
You do?
It comes from the mother's side.
Yeah. My grandma was gray by 19, so it's great. Anyways, that was random.
Why was the donut maker? Why did the donut maker retire?
No idea.
He was tired of the whole business.
Me too.
That one's funny. That one's funny. Yeah, well, I think we will end it there. See you next time. Okay, let's all say "Where's my tie" on 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's
my tie?